Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Malcolm. You're on Malcolm Talks. We right back at it again. I hope everybody's doing good. Right now, I'm just going to talk about, I'm getting up there in age, man. I'm going to be 48 tomorrow. And, yeah, 48 is up there. You getting up there. You know what I'm saying? You about halfway there. You a little bit more than halfway through there. I got more good days behind me than I do in front of me. That's what the old folks say. But I know I'm still young, but I'm just saying, I'm getting up there in age. When I go to the gym, like to play basketball or whatever, the 19, 20-year-olds, they call me Unc. Old school, father time. But I still be killing their ass out there, though. The jumper is still pure. I'm still very quick on my feet. I can still handle the ball. I'm still a problem. And I think that's a lot of people get that twisted, man. If you take care of yourself, if you don't drink, if you don't smoke, if you don't do crack and all these other hard drugs, if you don't eat fried chicken and all that every day, just live a smooth life. Just don't do the bad stuff, because I did those things for many years. And I just recently stopped. About a year and a half ago, I stopped drinking, stopped smoking. Used to smoke weed, cigarettes, Black and Milds. This is clearly my testimony, what I'm doing right now. But yeah, I used to smoke all that stuff, man. Quit it all. And I even was vaping. I was vaping for a while. Stop that. Because you know what they tell you. They say, yeah, try this vape. It'll help you stop smoking. And I was like, yeah, I'll stop smoking the tobacco, which is horrible. Tobacco, now that will kill you. It'll all kill you. It's all designed. See, all of these products are designed. They're designed to get you addicted and then kill you. They want you to be addicted until you die. That's the whole point of all of these addictive products. They spend a lot of time trying to make sure that you stay addicted. But I digress. So I got off of the Black and Milds and the cigarettes. It was Newports, to be exact. And because, when you're smoking something and it's burning, and then you're inhaling that smoke, that combustible smoke into your lungs with all that tar and all that, it'll kill you. It's the worst thing you can do. And, a lot of people, they'll tell you, they'll say, man, my granddaddy, he died when he was 95, and all he did was smoke cigars and cigarettes. And okay, well, that's him. That ain't gonna be you. It's different now, man. Granddaddy didn't have chemicals in the food, so he could smoke that cigar or that cigarette. Plus a cigar, you're not inhaling the smoke like that. But people think that just because somebody else did it, that means you can do it too. Don't be a fool. Be smart. But I thought I was being smart by switching over to vapes. Come to find out that vapes won't kill you as quickly, but they'll have you more addicted than the regular cigarette would. Because see, with a vape, the sneaky thing about vaping, it feels like it's not doing anything to you. You can vape all night long and then get up in the morning and go run 10 miles like it never even happened. You can never do that with cigarettes or Black and Milds. You try that with cigarettes, Black and Milds, all that tar and smoke, that shit'll be in your lungs like hell. It'll be in your lungs to the point where if you try to run or get any kind of cardio, it's not gonna work. You'll be coughing and wheezing like hell. So the vapes, I thought that was good, and I guess it was, because I ended up stopping vapes. But nicotine is a very powerful drug. Don't sleep on it. Allow yourself to become numb to the fact that you are addicted to a substance. Guys, in the Black community, that's probably one of our biggest problems. And I know it's a problem in all the communities. I just don't know about all the communities. I know for a fact in the Black community, addiction is a problem because there's so many things to be addicted to. You got drugs. Of course, you got real drugs. I'm talking about like cocaine, crack, methamphetamines, fentanyl, all these. I'm not even talking about that. That's I feel sorry for those people that are stuck that are on that stuff. That's some hard drugs, man. That's the type of stuff you'll be in a tent on the street, homeless, because you can't manage your life. But there's a lot of other drugs that are very, very dangerous as well. And you know all this already, but let's just talk about it. You got weed. A lot of y'all smoking weed. You might be smoking right now. But have you thought about why you smoke weed? A lot of people can't tell you why. A lot of people can't tell you why they do what they do. And so I just ask that you just think about, why am I doing this exactly? Weed. So weed is interesting because I don't know if there's any addictive chemicals in weed necessarily. Now, before you start, before y'all say, yeah, see, weed's not addictive. Yes, it is. Weed is extremely addictive. But you know what else I think is also happening? I think when people roll blunts, are people still rolling blunts? Are they still taking the tobacco? Yeah, they still rolling blunts. But I don't think they're taking like a Garcia Vega or Optimo or Swisher Sweet and then dumping out they're not dumping out the tobacco and then rolling it in that, like licking it and rolling it. I think they're buying the blunts. Or maybe they're smoking weed pens now. I don't know, man. It's a whole new game when it comes to these drugs, bro. But what I was about to say is that there's tobacco in the leaf that you're rolling it in. So them 7 blunts that you smoked today, you actually smoked 7 cigarettes or 17 cigarettes based on the amount of nicotine that was in the actual blunt that got rolled with the weed. It's important that you understand that. And you sitting there, you craving a cigarette. Well, yeah, because you've been, you're taking in the nicotine as well. Alcohol. Very, very powerful drug, guys. Alcohol is one of them things, man, where it seems so fun. But let me tell you, water is the only drink for a wise man. And we all know people that have been real messed up by alcohol. We just feel like it'll never be us. But alcohol is one of those things. I want you to imagine one of those plants in the forest. Well, in the jungle, like a plant that eats other insects, right? It's called a pitcher plant. And the pitcher plant will sit up like this, right? And it'll have all the nectar, sweet nectar, on the lip of the plant. And it'll be up like this, and it's wide open. And so all the bees and the little birds and the mosquitoes, they fly past it. They be like, damn, that smell good. I want some of that nectar. So they get close. They get close to the edge and they start licking the nectar. Man, that tastes good. They look down there. They say, damn, there's more nectar down there. So then they start going down there a little bit. But they don't realize inside that pitcher plant, inside is real slick. It's so much nectar that it's making them slip. And they start slipping further and further down inside that plant. Now, at the bottom of that plant, it's real, real sticky. And if you look closely, you'll see a lot of the dead carcasses of all the animals that couldn't escape. When you're drinking alcohol, it's very similar to a pitcher plant. It seems fun and good and all that. You say, oh, I only smoke on my birthday. I only drink on my birthday or on special occasion. Well, you're still messing around with that pitcher plant. Don't get close to the pitcher plant because it will and could potentially suck you in it and you could die down there. Now, you don't have to take my word for it. You can go on and keep living your life and you can tell yourself, you know what, I can handle my liquor. I can control my liquor. Some people just have addictive personalities. I don't have that. Are you a human being? Do you have a brain? Do you have endorphins? Okay. There's nothing special about you, and there's nothing wrong with somebody else because they got addicted. A lot of it has to do with, past traumas in life. A lot of it has to do with just the awareness of, somebody's parent might have been an alcoholic. And they might have just started drinking earlier than you. You know, but it's all on a scale, on a continuum. If you keep drinking, you will drink more. And the more and more you drink, you will become more addicted. And the more addicted you become, you will get closer to death. Because remember, the whole point that these companies don't tell you is to keep you addicted until you die. They want to keep you coming into that liquor store spending $28 for that bottle. I've been there. I did it. What I had to realize was I'm being pimped. I'm being tricked. The marketing, the advertising, they make it look so good. Commercials for years and years and years. You're being inundated with commercials. Everybody drinks. You just feel like it's normal. It's not. You should not need poison. You shouldn't need anything extra to be putting in your body. Now, I do drink coffee. Caffeine is a drug as well. But I feel like caffeine, it does raise your blood pressure if you drink too much of it. But here I go making excuses. Caffeine, I'm going to eventually get off caffeine too. That's like my last vice. Uh-oh. Sipping some Gatorade. What's in Gatorade? Hell, I don't know. Yellow number 2. Green number 4. I don't know. They put so much stuff in our food, man. In our drinks. In the things that we consume on a day-to-day basis. You don't know what's killing you. I feel good, but hell, I don't know. But I do know to stay away from the bad stuff. The donuts, the hot dogs, the weed, the nicotine, the alcohol, the Colt 45, the Deuce of Ice House. We got to stay away from all that stuff, man. Just take care of yourself. Try to eat fruit, vegetables. Try to eat lean meats. You know, no fried chicken with all this oil and grease. You know these things. You don't have to. Do you really have to be taught? Like we in the 3rd grade? Come on, man. We know better. I think what happens when you get 48, and I'm going to go back to my age. When you get 48, you start realizing things. You're like, oh, damn. I need to change the way I'm living. Because the way I've been living, I'm starting to notice signs of breaking down. It's like when you're driving and your brakes start squeaking a little bit. That's the first sign that you might have to replace an entire rotor if you don't make some adjustments and go to Tires Plus and get that shit fixed. Anyway, this is Malcolm. You're on Malcolm Talks. I appreciate you guys listening to the channel. Go ahead and like the video. Subscribe, of course. And, you know, comment down below, man. Like, is 48 old? I don't think so, but hell, I'm like right in between, man. You know what I'm saying? I just left the gym today. You know what I'm saying? It don't really look like it, but I did. And I ain't finna be wearing one of them muscle shirts. I ain't there yet. I ain't that old. I'm wearing no muscle shirt. Hell no. Anyway, peace out. I'll let you guys next time.